Good morning, fellow AWAI Chatbot conversational copywriting students. So I'm looking over the thread this morning. It's Saturday, June 5th. I see there's a couple of things in here. So I'm going to sort of take the ones that I can answer immediately. I'll reach out to the other members of the team for any other qualifications or clarifications, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Now, let's tackle this one just here from Eleanor. She said, can I just check? Nick said that we have to remove the link to our first trial bot from our Facebook page so we can post and try out a different one. So we can't have two bots on the go being developed together on different days. So how do I murder the first one, please? Not sure Nick said how to. I need a clear space for this exam bot to spring to life. Okay. So here's a challenge that a lot of people get tripped up on. And I'm actually going to show you how this works rather than trying to explain it, but I'm going to try explain it first. So for those of you old enough to remember the Highlander movies, the ones with, oh gosh, what was his name? Now I forget. But there was this line, there can be only one. That applies to chatbots in that there can be only one Facebook connection to your chatbot. Let me show you. Let me open up my chatbot account. So if you go to settings, and I can't remember half the time where they put these things because they keep moving them. So if I'm bouncing around a bit, forgive me, as they say. So one of the nice things about ManyChat, by the way, is they do keep improving the layout. For instance, if you'd been looking at this, even a few months ago, this was what I would call a rat's nest. Now it's been organized. So under settings, you can find all the things grouped together. So what am I looking for? All right, I'm looking for stuff about Facebook. So it might be under Messenger. Am I right? Yes. See, they kind of amalgamate things. So what I want you to know is this. You see this down here? It says refresh Facebook permissions. So from time to time, Facebook, and the ManyChat, your chatbot connection, they break. Not for any fault of yours, but sometimes they just hiccup. So what you do is you click that button. But what I wanted you to see is this and this. You see where it says disconnect Facebook page? That, in concert with your bot, so you got your Facebook page and you got your bot, right? I'm going to talk about your chatbot in a minute because a couple of you have said, can we create more than one chatbot? And we need to get clear on some language. I'm sure Nick's kind of covered this, but I'm going to try and sort of break it down and make it a little easier for you to see. So you can only have one Facebook page connected to one chatbot, right? And the reason for that is when your Facebook page comes to life or somebody hits Messenger, which is associated to that Facebook page, it needs to know which bot to go to, okay? So if you've got two Facebook pages, you can only have one bot connected to it. Now, it gets a little confusing because a lot of people go, well, how do I create another bot? So let's go over here a sec to this whole thing. Looking at my ManyChat account, right? A ManyChat account has one chatbot in it. Okay. Now a chatbot is the entire environment. Inside your chatbot, you can have many conversation flows. Now, some people think of a conversation as the chatbot, but it's not. There is only one chatbot. It's just that you can make your chatbot do lots of different things. Like there's only one me, but I can have lots of different conversations and I can do lots of different things. Well, your chatbot is like yourself, like me, and it can do lots of different things. And depending on what happens, triggers the different reactions. And that's what all this automation stuff is over here. So inside your chatbot, you have these things called flows. A flow, for want of a better term, is a sequence of things that your chatbot's going to do. And if you really want to abstract this, think of a flow as a conversation, sort of an interaction. And you're probably already thinking that way. So when maybe Nick says, you're going to create another bot or another conversation flow, really what you're doing is you're creating another flow inside your bot, which is associated to one Facebook page. And that bot can do lots of different things, can have lots of different conversations. So, for instance, and again, you're looking at my working environment, so this is a bit overwhelming, I'm sure. These are all flows grouped together inside my chatbot. So my chatbot, I call it Jimbot, right? And Jimbot is associated to my James Birchall page. Now, just for the heck of it, let me hold on a second. I want to just check something. I can't be certain if I click that button what I'm going to show you, so I'm going to pause for a moment. Hold on. And we're back. So what I wanted to do was show you that I actually have another chatbot account called James's Testing Page. And that is actually a completely separate Facebook page tied to a completely separate chatbot. So that's very different, right? So that's not the same as one chatbot being connected to one page and then you connecting it to another page. This is actually another chatbot connected to another page. So I don't know if that helps or makes it worse. But what I wanted you to understand is that every time you look over here, you'll see that you have a chatbot. That is your primary ManyChat chatbot account. And within that account, you're going to have all of these automations, which are the things that you design and build to create conversations. And all this other stuff like rules and sequences and keywords, those are the triggers that make your bot come to life. When somebody types something into the messenger interface, it might match a keyword and that might trigger a certain flow or conversation. If you're running sequences, those are tied to time. And if something has been started and the alarm goes off, then that sequence fires and the flow or the conversations associated with that sequence will run. Rules, they pay attention to the internal state of your bot. When things change, if it triggers a rule, it could run a flow, right? And I just really wanted to show you that these are all aspects of a bot, which is tied to a page. Right, now I'm just going to flip back to my account. Hold on. Actually, I don't need to do anything clever there. I can just click that button. So, let me see. The question was, oh, look, somebody's commenting. The question was, how do I murder the first one? Well, you don't really need to murder it. I think, well, actually, I don't think I know, because I was chatting to Nick about this earlier. So when Nick mentioned another Facebook page, the reason for that is if someone went to my Facebook page, for instance, where is my Facebook page? There. By the way, I don't know about you, but my Facebook page and my personal profile basically have my name on it. So the way I differentiate between the two, otherwise I get totally turned around, is my Facebook page is black and white, and my personal page, my personal profile, I've tinted purple because I happen to like purple. It's one of my favorite colors. Anyway, my point is this. This Facebook page here, James Burchell, actually James C. Burchell, that's my middle name, is tied to that bot, this bot here. I have a testing page which is attached to the other bot. Now, what Nick wanted you to know was, if you attach your ManyChat account to your primary business page, okay, anytime anyone kind of hits the, where's the message button on here? Oh, I can't see it. There's a messaging button around here somewhere. Probably because I'm looking at this from a design perspective. Let's see. Can I get to it? Show it to me as a regular person. All right, maybe. Never mind. Gonna go down the rabbit hole on you otherwise. What I wanted to do is, oh, there it is. See? Anyone who clicks on that message button or interacts with Messenger on this page is going to interact with this chatbot. And if you click Messenger, it's going to interact and click and connect with a whole bunch of different flows. For instance, there's a welcome message that runs when somebody for the first time connects with your Messenger bot through Facebook page. So what Nick was trying to tell you was, if you use different pages and you create like I showed you, a testing page, then it's not likely that any of your real clients, contacts, friends, and so forth are going to accidentally activate your bot. Really, that's what Nick was trying to get across. So what you can do is you can take your bot, which might be connected to your real page, and you can connect it to another page. And the way you do that, as I was showing you at the very beginning of this rather long note, sort of message, was under Messenger here. You hit that. You hit disconnect. And then when you disconnect it, it kind of unplugs it from the page that you're connected to, and then you can connect it to this testing page. And then what that means is that no one can accidentally bring your bot to life and make it say or do anything dopey while you're testing and playing. And when you're good and ready, you can take the pipe, disconnect it from your testing page and reconnect it to your main page. That's what I do. In fact, that was sort of what I was showing you when I had a James Burchell testing account. So that's how you do it. You hit disconnect. You're not going to kill anything. You're just going to disconnect it. And I'm sure it'll ask you a couple of questions. And then when you want to reconnect, it'll ask you which page you want to connect it back to. So you can connect it to the test page. Anyway, last point. A chatbot is the whole thing, okay? One of the like I said, I'm often asked, but how do I make my chatbot? How do I create multiple chatbots? You can't, all right? There's one chatbot, but inside the chatbot, you can have multiple chats. Does that help? You can have multiple conversations. All of these flows are conversations. Like I've actually in the past created a role-playing game inside my James Birchall associated chatbot. And there are ways to get into this entire conversation flow family, and that's all inside my single chatbot. Do you want to call my RPG chatbot a chatbot? Yeah, I suppose you could call it that, but it's part of the bigger one, right? I don't know if this is helping you, but I'm trying to sort of explain to you that there's one page, one chatbot. Inside the chatbot, you can have all these different conversation chats, which I suppose some people think of as chatbots, but they're not. There is only one chatbot. Those are conversation flows. If we were talking in programming terms, those would be programs or subroutines. What else have I got going on in here that might be of help? Like I've created a whole cluster of conversation flows. Well, actually, I've only got one now, all to do with networking. That's not a chatbot. That is a conversation, in this case, just one flow inside my chatbot. What else have I got? There's something to do with my TV show. I've got 3 flows which all act together as a group of chats inside my chatbot, all to do with people wanting to apply to be a guest on my TV show, which is currently off the air due to COVID. Anyway, long story, won't get into it. And so on. So hopefully that's clarified it a little bit. If I've made this worse, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to keep reading and see if there's anything else I can address today. So take care, guys.